goodness me. What a shot. Oh, my compliments to the chef, sir. Oh, what a shot. Come on, lads, don't give them a second here. Just going to show the Germans what they're up for here. Mines! Mines! Wow! He ran right into those stakes in. My goodness me, that was a blunder. Greetings and welcome to episode 177 of my Empire Total War Darth Mod USA campaign. This, my friends, is how we left it last time, where we've got another battle in Hungary here. Hungary really has become the focal point now for many of our operations against the Germans, because Germans are moving troops in. As you can see here, they've moved troops through Hungary, now into Poland. We've also got a huge gathering here in Minsk, and they've managed somehow to replenish and repair all of their armies. So effectively you're facing a full strength German sort of resurgence, as it were. We have to put this resurgence down, my friends. We have to deal with it head on here. So as you can see, we're systematically here, bit by bit, removing the German presence within Transylvania and within Hungary itself. Transylvania here, which we have captured, and we are sending forces through the Carpathian Mountains, as it were, into the sort of the last of the Balkans that the Germans control. We have to wrestle control from there, so they have no more facilities for which to sort of produce arms and armies against us. That really is crucial we do that. As you can see here now, but this is going to be a long process, because not only are they stretched out, but they are sort of bunched together, as you can see. Apart from this one army, this sort of task force they've sent out, and they're starting to hit many of our villages, our towns here. So we're starting to slowly wear upon the economy here. Although we are, thankfully, we do have enough, but the economy, both in the homeland and in Europe, is still at full capacity. But these things, they do sort of chip away, not just the morale, because the morale of the men is high, because we are winning many victories now, but also we just need to put our foot down upon the Germans here. They've been a thorn in our side for so long. Many of the councils say, Mali, you must deal with the Germans first, and also you must deal with France. France is just about gathering momentum here, as you can see here. They're putting together not a powerful force, but enough probably to give us enough trouble if they were to combine their sort of attacking their attacking powers with the Germans. That would really give us something to think about, because we don't really have a huge defensive force in Poland. We've got enough here to hold them up for as long as possible, but Minsk is probably going to be the next massive battle. We've also sent quite a powerful force into Russia. We've crossed from St. Petersburg into Russia proper. Now, some of the council might just, ease back on that. They don't want to go head first into what is probably a huge defensive force around Moscow. You're right, of course, my friends. We'll hold back on that. But first thing is to do, we've got to deal with this German army here. We need to rid ourselves of the German army here. If you can see, we've got a little bit of a tattered flag here, because some of these regiments were included in the fighting from the previous episode, where we were fighting the Germans, sort of trying to cut that German reinforcement flowing from the south. As you can see, two of these regiments aren't in the finest of shape. But then again, I think we should be enough here, especially when they've got conscripts here. They've got 3 cannon, which will prove a little bit problematic for us. We've only got 2 in this particular army, but look at that. The following army here, this backup army here, is packing quite a punch. We don't have any cuirassiers, we just have the regiment of horse, but we shall make do with them, my friends. We'll just have the cuirassiers coming in first, just to make sure we've got that. That's for support there, and as you can see, we've got, this army is is one of the first, General Eldridge, one of the first commanders, and indeed General Boehm as well. As you can see, look at that, 69th Regiment. If you see a regiment with a number, you know this regiment has been around for quite a while, because we have got hundreds, if not thousands, of regiments at our disposal. So if you see one with a 69th Regiment here, you know they've been around for a good while. I believe there's another regiment here that is numbered. Let me quickly try and find it if I can. I'm not sure, though. I could be wrong. No, I do beg your pardon, I am wrong. Probably in this, perhaps in this army here. There's another regiment. There it is, 160th. So as you can see, some of these regiments have been around for quite a while. I think we'll put in more of our experienced troops here in the line, and we'll pull the cannon to come in last. I think that's probably the best thing we can do. Yeah, that's more like it. There we are. Now we're ready to go. Now we should be able to deal with this force here at least. We need to. We not should do. We have to deal with it. We've got to rid this German menace here. They thought they could probably just move through our territory without any hindrance at all, without any problems at all. Not a chance. Not a chance. We're going to end the threat from the Germans once and for all. It'll take a while because we've still got to fight quite a concentration of troops, especially in Minsk. Minsk's going to be a battle of epic proportions. I kid you not, my friends, but we will do it. We have to do it. We're also moving towards the Ottoman capital as well, the last bastion of the Ottomans, which is Istanbul, but that's going to be a fight, again, of monstrous dimensions. Now, would you look at this? Now, this is a huge deployment zone. Massive. And look at the topography here. Oh, if only we were up on there. Look at that. Imagine being up on there. What a wonder that would be. That would be an absolute joy to see, it really would. And if we got a huge deployment zone, my goodness me, it's massive. And very deep deployment zone, look at that. That's a really deep deployment zone there. But oh, they're all over there. No, they're not. No, there they are, there. That's the road there we're creating. There's still quite a large no man's land. But also we've got these trees here, and here's the road. We're cutting the road in half here, straddling the road. Now we've got a good amount of gun fire support here, but let's just bring ourselves into a much better position here. Now, some more regiments here. Let's get ourselves organised. Oh, look at they are the regiments with only 90 troops in it here. So we might just set these gentlemen back out of the way so we can replenish them. We don't want to lose these gentlemen here. That's 2 regiments we don't want to lose because they are experienced as well. So we don't want to lose that. So we might just set them back here just as a reserve in case things go wrong. I can't see that happening, but you never know. This general. Oh, where do we set our guns? I think we'll set our guns. As you can see, that there is quite a lot of undulation here. I wonder if we set them up on the crest of this hill here. Mind you, that'd be too far away from them. We need to fire upon them pretty quickly. I think we'll have the general here, General Boehm, and then we shall have artillery here. Now, will that give us a good fight? It will indeed. Look at that arc of fire there. That's a wonder. Set us up perfectly here. This set us quite forward here, which means we are going to come under a substantial amount of fire. Now I think we'll have this regiment here in our vanguard here, because they are so battle. Ooh, 152 gentlemen, you know. I think we'll pull them back as well. Let's be sensible here. 1,000 was one of our most experienced units. I think we'll have this red 160th. Then we'll take the vanguard of the defence here. We'll put them pretty much right on the deployment zone line. This regiment here on the right. Again, ooh, look at that topography here. Oh no, that just looks like it's going to give us problems. It's not. It's more like a shadow in the grass. The way the grass is formed. Now, the regiment here on the left. That's much more like it. Much more like it. We'll have this regiment here on the right. I think we might send out the cavalry. We are going to send out the cavalry to hit the flanks. I think we'll send the cavalry right over here, and then the other cavalry, which we have here, will strike from the flanks here on the left. Moving around here, whilst we've got a strong central defence. Let's just set these gentlemen up here. We don't want any problems at all in our defence. We want a rock solid defence. We know we're going to come up against quite a number of problems here in terms of the fire support they've got as well. But we're not going to allow that to deter us. We will straighten up the line here as well. I think we'll straighten up the line here. So no point having the line curved there at all. Putting ourselves right at the front here. That's a really strong defence. We might send out... We've got 3 regiments here. We might send out some regiments here to attack one of the flanks. Now, I say this flank is probably the best flank for us. And they've got this here which will stop us moving up. But again, look at this here. If you were attacked from this side, you've got all of this to deal with here. That's going to cause absolute havoc. So I think we'll go from the left flank here with these 2 regiments. Actually, we'll send 3 regiments in with the cavalry. Send 3 regiments in here. Try and push them on the left flank here. Mainly because of the topography here of the ground here. So over here, it's going to cause us a few problems. If also I'm not mistaken, got that hill there is almost... It would be an absolute nightmare. They've also got a small hamlet here as well, but this hill here would be a nightmare to assault because of the way it's sort of built here, as it would, or the way that nature has carved it. But this here on the left flank is a little bit more easier to navigate. I think we're ready to go here. We'll just set these gentlemen back here, just in case we do need some reserves. We'll take them off fire at will. Don't need our own casualties here, which we do have enough of each battle. I think we're ready to go. Let's begin. Oh, look at that. There's the horse. There's the horse. Here they come. Oh, they've switched. Look at that. Get on that ridge, lads. Get on that ridge. Move double time. Look at that. They've got a lot of cavalry moving in here. Your gendarmerie here as well. Let's try and close them in here to the guns here. That's a wonderful sight there. They've gone. Let's try and flank right away around here. Move, gentlemen, move, double time. Let's get them out of there. Let's get them out. We'll try and flank these. Well, the militia is the last one. I kill all them. Let's give them a couple of volleys here. Ooh. Oh, that's a real... Oh my goodness, we got us horrendously there. Here they come. Smell like you're all done, lads. Here they come. We've just forced out the gendarmerie here as well. Let's move them along here. Ah, smell like you're well done, lads. At them, lads, before they get set up. So looks like we might have to move these gentlemen here to support, as we thought. Jesus is going on here? They've caught us almost on this flank here without a shadow of a doubt. Get into them, lads. Oh, we got them flanked. Oh, lads, hold. Let's charge them again. Let's charge them again. Ooh, they've gone. They've gone. They don't like it. They don't like it. Come on, gentlemen. Get back into the way. That's a wonderful shot. The artillery's definitely hit them here. Look at that. Come on, put them to the sword here, gentlemen. Move. Double time. Oh, look at that. We caught them before they were to form up. That's a wonder. And, oh, we're going to sandwich them. It's the perfect pincer movement. Got them. Got them. Put them to the sword. Put them to the sword. Oh, we've looked our way around them as well. That's a wonder. Wait a minute, we're easy now. It's more like it. We'll just hold them off that firing. We don't want to kill our own troops here. Let's move the cavalry in. We're going to blitz this. We're going to blitz this regiment here. This regiment should just fold. Oh, look at this coming towards it now. That's a wonder. It's just a wave rushing over them. Got them. And the general's gone. Erdmann Faber gone. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much. It's a wonder to see. It really is. Look at that. These men have to be taken care of. There's 109 left of them. They're only wavering. Come on, lads, get in there now. This is a wonder. Look at this. Oh my goodness me. Don't you break. Don't you break. Deal with this, because they just caused absolute havoc there upon us. Mind you, we fought an absolute wonderful campaign fight there. That battle was absolutely wonderful. Got them. We're trying to move up. We've got them. We've got them. Those conscripts. Honestly, they should not have joined. They should not have joined. They've gone. They've had enough. Actually, let's put this to the sword here. These howitzers, they've caused us a heck of a lot of damage, which we should not have lost. Look at that. That's a wonderful fight there, my friends. A wonderful fight. Excuse me, I'll just have a sip of a beverage. Look at that. Ooh, killed nearly the entire force. We only lost 636 men. Look at that. That was an absolute whitewash. 419 kills. That's extraordinary. 400. That's probably one of the most I've ever seen of any regiment. 419 kills. Wow. 329. Look at the regiment of horse. Line infantry 329. That's a wonder. That really is absolutely. Look at that. We lost 81 men there as well. They lost a good portion of this force as well. We did, but look at the experience they've gained here. Look at the echelons now. Absolutely wonderful. That was a wonderful fight. Oh my goodness me. Sent him packing. So now we've cleared Nai That's been cleared. As you can see here, we're sending this force down here. It's a very powerful battle group here, as it were. It's being sent through the Carpathian Mountains. We're going to head for Moldavia here. Maybe try and cut these gentlemen off in the meantime. We're also sending up another powerful force here. It's going to block these German forces moving in. The centre forcing is really a waste, I would say. Oh, look at that. We're bringing this army up to full now. This is one of the most powerful forces we have in the Balkans. What we're really aiming for is this force here. That's a powerful German force. No two ways about it. That's probably the most powerful they have in the Balkans. Unless this something shows up here. I beg your pardon, I take it back. This is the most powerful force they have in the Balkans. To have these many Swiss grenadiers and Swiss line here as well is... That's a very strong showing right there. What about here? Nothing yet. Oh, wait a minute. They've got pikemen, which are absolute menace. Yeah, those two armies are the ones we must deal with. What have they got here in Moldavia? Nothing at all. Their ships. Only one heavy first. Two heavy first. This is what we're going for, is this. This is the prize we're really aiming for here. In this region here. Is Istanbul, but it's going to be a really tough fight for us. Because they have set themselves up well. They were attacking Greece, but looks like they've backed off from that now. And also we've got Courland down here and Morea here. I'm not sure why Courland are down here, but we'll leave them alone for the meantime. We've also got a war with Venice, who did want peace last time, but some of the council saying, man, maybe we should try and grab peace with Venice because it'll give you a buffer between the Spanish and yourselves. So we might go for some peace there with them. Other council members saying be very wary of Spain because, my goodness me, Spain is strong. I mean, that's an extraordinary amount of troops. I know some of them are showing the tattered flags here because I imagine their economy hasn't been touched. The only time they've had any problems, I think, is probably down here. When these were raided, I'd like to see what they've got coming in here. Can we quickly check what they've got coming in? It's Courland. Where's any Spanish here? No, Italian states. We've got 30,000 here, and Chance's got 29,000. Maybe up on here, coming in from this area here, no. That there is 4,673. And oh, wait a minute. Here, no. That's 4,000. Nothing had come from Courland, so Courland has been hit somewhere along the line here. Maybe when the trade routes from Courland has been hit. I'd like to see. Oh, I'd like to know what Spain has got coming in. Wait a minute. Ah, there it is. 29,000 there. So that must be coming from their New World holdings. Indeed, 29,000 here. What's on this one here? And 4,000. So that's not too bad, but it's not a huge amount. I was expecting a lot more from Spain, but in terms of money at least. What have they got coming in? Oh, look at that. They've got 17,000 here. No growth at all here, but they've got a good growth per turn. Clamour for reform is starting to show its head here a little bit. Not in the best of shape here. That's why they've got to keep these armies here, probably. Nothing at the moment here. Ah, Persia are hitting Britain here. And here as well. So Britain is starting to suffer a little bit here. Look, oh yes they are. That's why our trade's been hit, because the Persians have hit Britain here pretty hard. Okay, that's absolutely fine. As you can see, we're starting to gather these forces here to move down towards this fleet. We are going to make our way here to Anatolia. We're going to attack from two directions. One, we're going to land here. Actually, we're going to land here in this sort of on the sort of the beach here. We're going to create a beachhead here. Oh, look at that! That's been hit there. Have Greece hit back here? But we're going to land here on the road here. We're going to cut the road from Istanbul all the way here to Thessaloniki here. That's going to be cut, that road here. Going to get ourselves in on that. You can bet your bottom dollar. If we can take Istanbul, it would give us a huge production centre. And it would also effectively remove the Ottomans. And wait a minute. Of course, they've got Georgia as well, haven't they? So they'd still have this last redoubt here, and oh, that's a powerful force as well, my goodness me. But we are at peace now with Persia. We're pulling back a number of forces, but we're actually reinforcing Esfahan because of the Afghan move here against us. Although there's a lot of melee infantry units here, it's a sheer number they can put in the field. So we're going to reinforce Esfahan here, maybe even push and remove Afghanistan entirely. They are hitting our towns up here. Mashhad here has been hit. I'm not sure if the Bafq mines have been hit. No, they haven't. But Mashhad has been hit here. And if we do remove and take Afghanistan, it's going to put us right up on the border here with the Mughal Empire. Wait a minute. Are they at war with... No, just us. They're only at war with us. Actually, they're allied with Afghanistan. They're probably using them as a proxy, I'd imagine. And they're also allied with the Ottomans. Oh, wait a minute. Sicily's up here as well. We're at war with Sicily. They've got Srinagar here. Oh, look at that. They've got it. There's a few flags here showing some tattered signs. Are we seeing the Ottomans being hit here pretty hard? Yes, look at that. They've got nothing from the Ottoman Empire. They've got nothing from Naples. That's what's hitting them pretty hard. That income has dropped like an absolute stone. Mind you, 36,000 not too shabby. And they've probably... Yeah, look at that. They've got income coming from every possible direction. And their eternal wealth is going to be pretty strong as well, let's be honest. They've got nothing at all has been given away to any sort of foreign powers, as it were. So there's only ourselves down there in Ceylon, so we've got to keep an eye on that as well. But I think we can end the turn here, my friends. Let's get things moving a little bit here. And this is what the council have been concerned about as well. It's this force moving. What we'll do, we'll move this force to the bridge, and then we'll hold the crossing. Because you can see, we're effectively then in command and control here of all of this sort of region. The Russians can't attack us unless they come through here. I know that they can probably move around here and sort of do, but if you look, you can't actually move. You can't move through this forest here. That's my point. You can't move directly through the forest. See, you can sort of bypass it, but even then we would know about it. But if we control the crossing here, hold a good sort of strategic point here. But look, this is going to be a menace to fight. Look at it. They're at full strength, absolute full strength. And also the council have asked us to find out what is going on here in Moscow. So we're going to send... Look at that, we've got all these German forces as well here. We're going to send this spy up this way.
Your eyes and ears.
Okay. Okay, that is huge.
Waiting for
oh my goodness me. Okay, I'm glad. Wow, I'm glad I heeded the council's advice, because that is ridiculous. You know, how do you battle into, how do you fight into this? That's I would say that's probably virtually every single army that the Russians has effectively been sent to defend Moscow. Look at that. How many armies are there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. I'd say there's about 24 armies in and around Moscow, and we're sending 2, 4, 6 against them. We would be absolutely overwhelmed. We are going to have to reinforce this 5 times over to break this. You're not going to break this without losing all of these armies, and even then you still wouldn't probably break into Moscow proper. That's extraordinary. So that means we're going to have to divert these armies away at least from there. Actually, it's ridiculous because it's actually going to slow down each of the turns. I'm going to have to move away some of these.
Sir.
I have to move this spy away from here, I'm afraid, because this is going to slow down everything horrendously.
What do you require?
I'll set him back over here, I think. It's the only way we can do it, because this is going to slow, because having this many forces here is going to be absolutely monstrous.
Possible, sir.
So we'll get him away from there as quickly as possible now. But at least we know what we're up against here. What I don't want is things to crash. That'll be an absolute menace. It really will. As you can see here. That's been hit there. That hasn't been repaired at all yet, I don't believe. No, it hasn't. But these are still good and still in good shape here. And we've also got here, Kiev is now under French control. So as you can imagine, things are taking a very odd turn here. A little bit of wisp of cloud here moving across the battlefields here. I think we'll just end the turn here, and then we'll see what comes our way, my friends. Let's see how this pans out here.
Awaiting your instruction.
Britain really hasn't done much, to be honest with you. In fact, Britain is pretty much stagnated. Now, we've got to watch out what's going on with the Barbary states, because they're going to become a menace, I think. Yeah, they're looking for Egypt. They are definitely looking to take Egypt from us. Without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, there it is. There it is. They are absolutely going to start moving a tremendous amount of forces against us here. Now, France moving forces away here towards Kiev. Oh, would you look at that? France and Spain at loggerheads. Wow. Wow. Oh, the plot thickens, my friends. The plot thickens. The battle for North Africa begins. My money's on Spain, though, to be honest. Germany moving for some forces back, perhaps. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, they are running now. Germany. Minsk is just an absolute... No, that is an iron defence. Oh, and they're reinforcing it even more. Oh, that's crafty. They've moved through the Carpathian Mountains here, and they've taken up that fort. That's really crafty. Oh no, you're definitely not moving out from there. No chance. Oh, an internal strife here. Have come Afghanistan here, or are they? They're just... That's a lot of forces, my goodness me. Are they pulling away, or are they going to make a move against us here? No, they're not. They're just going to... It looks like they're just going to move all their forces into one spot. That's a lot of Ottoman forces. Good grief. Wow. Russia, what will Russia do? The plot thickens, my friends. All those Russian forces are a madness. Absolute madness around Moscow. Ah, they've pulled right away from St. Petersburg here. Persia. Well, no, don't even think about it, Persia. You can bet. Ooh. You can bet whatever you like. They're suddenly declare war upon us. Here's Spain. Here is Spain. What will they do? Will they give us the breathing space we need here? Or is war... No, it's not. Venice. Oh, now... Oh, 17,000. Some of the council are saying you should take this, so we got this buffer between ourselves and the only trade partners here. We might play that up here just to get ourselves some peace here. So we got at least we've got ourselves this buffer zone, as many of the council are saying, is a buffer zone between yourselves because Spain can't move through here, then it can attack us in the Balkans. We'll take this. It's going to cost us a few shillings, but we're going to take that. And Courland massing some forces as well. Imagine they've been pretty neutral in all the wars. They've kept themselves. Excellent, we've got peace now with Venice. That's good. Let's see if we can get some trade. We've opened up the trade for them now, but that there in Moscow is just ridiculous. It really is. Now we've got these gentlemen here, but look at that. They've moved behind us. This force here has moved behind us. Only a small force, we can deal with that. Excellent. Just reinforcing Poland here because we've got these gentlemen here now moving, obviously ready to move against Poland and Warsaw. We could probably free up these forces to move against them here, but we've cut the reinforcements off here, as you can see. So what we will do now is we'll just reinforce these gentlemen here. That's the army we fought. How's this army looking here? That's in not the finest of states here. Let's bring these gentlemen. I don't even remember using these. Must have been from the previous fight. I've got this small task force here. It's not enough to defeat this army here because that army, oh, that's a tough army there. We're going to need this army, I think, back at full strength here to be able to do so. But we are going to push in against them here as well. But we're up against it, my friends. We are up against it. Now, let's begin. Let's carry on pulling back these forces here.
Ready for order. Forward! For crown and country!
Hey, we're heading towards Latakia.
Sir. Your orders? By the left. Yes, sir. Troops, halt! Make ready. March. At the ready.
As you can see here, we are making our way across.
Forward. Humble servant. Troops, forward. Anything more, sir?
This is the force we earmarked for an assault against the Ottomans. However, I think something has changed here. Wait a minute, what the blazes is going on there? Something has changed here. As you can see, the Ottomans have suddenly brought in all of these forces here. Where do they get them from? Probably these are the forces that have been attacking the Greeks. That's a very powerful force indeed. We need some intel down here. But look at this. We've also got the Barbary states coming from absolutely nowhere. They're looking for Egypt. They won't crack this. They will not crack this Egyptian holding here. There's no chance. I know it's going to take a while for this improved settlement fortification, but still. I think Egypt should be okay here. To be honest with you, we can't really spare the forces. We're replenishing this army here. We are indeed almost at full strength here. It's going to take a while just yet, but it's almost done. It'll then be used probably to strike against this army here. I think we'll push. We don't want to drag in this army here just yet. So, this, my friends, is how we're going to leave this episode here. Again, not everything here. We've got these forces here, which we do need to pull. We can't move it out of there. That's a shame. We can probably, but I think we probably need some more cavalry here in this particular army here. Some more cuirassiers. What else do we need here? Let's complete this army. Councillors are requested that we move more forces in, and we need some more infantry. And we have one here, 3 more infantry. Here we're okay for the moment. And the Spanish are looking pretty strong here in Milan. We've got now peace here with Venice. Can we get some trade out of them? That's the main thing here. I doubt it very much. No, they won't. -9 at the moment. It's not too bad, but if need be, we will push these forces against them. Looks like they're trading with Spain here. We'll just pull this fleet back. Get it repaired. While we've got the chance. We might... Oh yeah, that navy's definitely going to need repairing, isn't it? And I think the same for this fleet. This fleet will pull out of here. And this fleet will just pull into here. And that, my friends, I think we're going to leave this episode here. We are... Are we hitting the trade lines here? Oh yeah, that's hitting Spain pretty hard there. On this front here. Yes, excellent. What's our income here now? 54,000, that's a bit more like it. But my friends, I'm going to end this episode here. I hope you've enjoyed. As always, your advice, your comments are absolutely needed here. We're still going to make our way towards the yacht here, but I think we might need more forces. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 2 army groups here moving towards the Ottoman. I don't think that's going to be enough. We know for a fact that these gentlemen are not... Actually, we'll probably do is we'll probably move these gentlemen to the bridge. We'll just move them here to the side. Oh, they've already... Well, I'll be damned. They've already got the bridge sealed off. That's fair play to them. Fair play to them. Let's make... Oh, they've already captured the bridge. We might have to push it against the bridge here and take this. That'll be a bridge battle. That'll be a one. We won't do it just yet. But we're just going to let them know we're here.
Any further orders? Yes. By the left. March. Sir.
Let me know what you think I should do here, my friends, in Russia. What are we going to do here? Are we just going to hold our position here? Because diving into this lot here is going to be an absolute monstrous battle. I mean, one of the largest we've ever fought. Besides Spain, of course, which we haven't even considered yet. But this, my goodness me, the battles we got coming up are going to be just monstrous. But my friends, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. As always, please keep your comments coming down below. Thank you for all of your wonderful support and advice. But until next time, my friends, bye for now.